TikTok story time. Grab a seat and let's go.
Okay, so excuse my hair at the moment, but y'all are gonna wanna lock in for this story. I have been contemplating for months now whether I should speak on this or not, but at
Please
this point,
do.
with what happened today, I can't not. For legal purposes, I am not going to be saying names of places or people. But I just want to say if you're a professor out there who's ego tripping and trying to snipe students, oh,
Ooh.
end of this school year, May, right? I'm about to do finals. I'm ready. Guys, I'm a B to A student, like an A to B student. If I was like a D student, I'd get it. I get it, right?
What?
Like, but no. I had this one English professor. I had her in the semester before, and she seemed chill. She seemed nice. I was the only one, anyone can attest to this in that class, who answered her goddamn questions. And she would be so passive aggressive when no one answered. She would like be like, okay, I'm gonna go fill up my water, and by the time I get back, somebody better answer. Like, that's it. In the second semester, I was like, okay, cool. Like, I got a
Power
great grade
tripping.
in her class last semester. This will be fun. This will be chill. I do all the reading. I do all the homework. In fact, I go above and beyond. The weekend before my finals, I get an email from her like, can you come into my office? I was like, yes, sis. Like, and to me, like, they make you take like a class of integrity beforehand. So like me, I've never touched AI, nothing, because I'm so petrified of stuff like this. So I wasn't really worried because
Ooh, I didn't know that. So how would they check if you use like AI or like for your homework? That's interesting. Like, how would they know? If you like obviously didn't copy but you like typed it up, how can they scan and know? Didn't know that.
I'm like, didn't do nothing wrong. So like, why would I be scared? I had submitted my final essay, which was worth 20% of my grade. I walk into her office, I sit down, she asks me, how are you? You know, the usual. And she goes, okay, so your essay is 100% AI. Before anything else, the fact that
Right. So because she's actually a good student and probably did write it all herself, the teacher was like, usually everyone just cheats and uses AI or can't be bothered, and she actually did, and she got pulled for it. That is a classic.
I didn't use AI,
Uh,
if I'm an A, B student, wouldn't I be smart enough if I were to cheat to edit it so that it wouldn't be 100% AI? Like, it's just, it doesn't make any sense. And I looked at her and I was like,
no.
Or where are the cameras? Is this a joke right now? And I literally said like that. Yeah, that's not possible. Like, there's no way. I worked really hard on this essay. Like, but it's all my own ideas. You see my essay outline. Like, it's the exact same thing. Like, what are we talking about? I've had this discussion with you in class. What are you talking about? She continues to say, she was like, you used words like intricate, delves, and illuminates. So I think it's AI. Like, that's like words AI uses.
What?
Me with access to a thesaurus. And she was like, you don't use those in class. And I'm like, there's a lot of words I don't use in class, ma'am. There's a lot of you. I'm supposed to stop learning the second I leave your door. Crazy mindset. She then continues to tell me because there was a like.
Why would you use these types of words in a class setting? Like, can you imagine speaking to your friend and like using those words? Like, what? They'll be like, what the hell's wrong with you? Are you having a stroke?
A limit on the essay. On my essay outline, like my essay outline was full. Like it was stacked with stuff because I have ideas. I got my brain is big. And she was like, yeah, you took out certain quotes, so like it gave me AI, like feeling like you used AI. Bro, it took me like so much to not laugh in her face. Bro, you have an essay limit. Like, is it illegal to take out quotes from essays now? Is it illegal to shorten and paraphrase? Crazy. This is when it gets good. This is when it gets good. She pulls up. Keep in mind, while I was waiting for her too, I heard teachers behind me talking about how they use Scribber to get students, okay? She pulls up Scribber,
What's Scribber?
enters in my introduction of my
Guys, what's Scribber? Anyone? Like, what is that? Some kind of... What?
essay, and it comes up as 100% AI. Obviously, I'm dumbfounded. I'm like, there's no possible way. Like, when when you're accused of something you literally did not do and it's saying 100% AI, you're like,
oh, yeah, that's...
I was gagged. Something stinks. I stated to her, I was like, listen, I don't know anything about AI. Like, I genuinely don't. But I will prove to you that I wrote this essay. Like, one way or another, I'm going to prove to you. I leave her office. 2 minutes in, I call my sister-in-law. I'm like, hey, sis, something stinky. Something smells. This is fishy, right? So we do a little research. We check on every plagiarism checker. My essay, like, we check it on there. All of them say 0%. So we go on Scribner and we're like, why, right? It's a paid site. So when we paid for the site, it came up as 0% AI. This used a free website. I pay you $20 an hour for that, for class, for months. After we realized this clicks, this clocks in our head, I run back, like literally 10 minutes has not passed. I run back to her office and I'm like, proof. Here's proof. My sister-in-law sent me the video of her checking my like stuff. I was like, proof. She looks at me, she goes, I thought you didn't know anything about AI.
Oh my God, woman.
I couldn't.
She probably didn't like the fact that maybe you were smart, or like the ideas that you've put into your essay. She was like impressed. So like, that's what I mean, like teachers and like some people go to the school and university like to teach for the wrong reasons, because they probably were picked on, or when they were smart it wasn't cool, and then they kind of go, instead of to teach others, they kind of go to revenge in kind of some way. So probably she actually understood. I believe that she knew it was you and you were just smart enough, but she kind of just wanted to kind of like just take you down a couple of like notches, you know, like just to show you like you ain't all that.
I was like, excuse me? 2 opposable thumbs, access to Wi-Fi, and I just like got accused of something I didn't do? Oh, I'm trying. And I was like, well, I proved it to you, so I don't know what else you want from me. She's like, well, I'm still gonna send it into the chair because I have 20 years of experience of computerized sound, and yeah, it sounds computerized. She's like, keep in mind, max like 35, 40 years old, max 40 years old or something like that. 20 years, babe.
She's young.
And I also asked her, I was like, yo, low-key, are you discriminating against me? Like, what is this? Because this is crazy. Like,
100%.
my mind cannot grasp why I'm doing this. She's like, no, I'm actually doing it to like 12 other students. So easily outed that. Fast forward, right? She doesn't get back to me for 4 days. The whole weekend, right? And I have finals Monday. Like, I'm stressed. I'm like,
Oh my God.
Like, what is my schooling? What's gonna happen? You know? She gets back to me. She was like, yeah, the chair agreed that there's a computerized sound. Keep in mind, they're being very, very careful as to say, because then they would be like, oh yeah, we checked and everything, and it is AI.
Right, so this type of shit scares me. Can you so I find it very difficult to learn, to like sit and read books and learn. Like I'm very good at like practical stuff, but like hands to hand I have to watch, but like writing and like just like paying attention comes very hard to me. So can you imagine, like I've done the essay like 100% myself, like put my blood, sweat and tears into it, and then like the board said it's fake. I would lose my shit. All this time down the drain. Like how do you even have faith anymore? Like how do you even believe in the system anymore? Like I don't even know.
No, they're being very, very careful with their wording here. They're being like, yeah, he agrees that there's a computerized sound. I don't care what you think.
Yeah.
The proof is in the pudding.
Yeah.
I've shown you a timeline. You can go on Google Docs and show the timeline. I've emailed it to you. I've emailed you videos of me proving it. And you're still saying you think.
They just can't back up now because they're kind of starting, they know they're wrong. They're kind of trying and hope that you will just give up. That's why it's at now. It's like one against each other. You just have to keep going. Keep going, so then they're like, oh yeah, she's not backing up, and they're gonna pass you.
She also said in her email, I know you think that you didn't use it, but we do.
Oh,
she's so
delusional.
Fast forward to today, okay? I'm at Kingsway Mall and I see one of my old classmates, and she wasn't even in this class with me. We get to talking and I mention this teacher. I didn't even say what this teacher did to me. She goes, you know what she did to me? She recites the exact same thing that the teacher did to me back to me. She did the exact same thing to that girl.
She's just ruining students,
well,
like
literally. People from that school, the year prior and the years before that, she has done this to so many students, like accused them of cheating or AI or plagiarism, whatever.
Complain.
Right? She has done this to so many students on the exact same essay. And it's always the same thing. It's always, you used 100% AI.
Why would you want to, like it's stressful enough to be in university or like writing those essays, like for you to better your life. So why would you want to like take these kids or like students down or like stress them out? Like, don't you want to help them? Like, she has some internal issues to work through. Trust. Like, that is just, she needs to be complained. She needs to be taken bloody to whatever highest. She needs to be taken off the board so she cannot work as a teacher. Full stop.
Your outline didn't match. You took out quotes. It's always, I'm doing this to multiple other students, like word for word.
Ruining people.
She copy and pasted what she was accusing everyone of. Like, I can't even contemplate, like, understand why someone would do this. And I was kind of gaslighting myself. I was like, did I do something wrong to piss this teacher off that, like, she's literally attacking me? But it doesn't make sense. Why? What do you get out of this, ma'am? By the way, on my final essay, because my final essay was after all of this for my English like class, I used intricate delves and illuminates an ungodly amount of times, which was hilarious because do I use them in class, miss? And I don't even care if she sees this. I didn't use your name. Screw you. You're crazy. You're insane. And if you're a professor who does this...
Yeah.
Oh, and the worst part of the story, the girl I saw today, she told me that she literally went to she knows 4 other people the teacher did this to. She went to the dean of arts to complain and be like, this teacher is literally doing this stuff to students.
Well done.
And the dean was like, yeah, that's your problem, not mine. Like, we don't care. He was like, yeah, you should have just picked a better professor, I guess. And they like got into like a, you know, like they were arguing, like he was arguing with her. He's like, yeah, we don't care. And she actually got academic integrity. I know for a fact that if I didn't fight that professor on this, I would have too. But she knew I was going to stand my ground and be honest.
That's what I said. Yeah.
And so she didn't want to face me on that.
Yeah.
So she literally just gave me a 0. And I was like, and I still got a freaking high grade. Like I got like a B something in that class. So keep in mind, if I had gotten, like, you thought my essay was so good you thought it was AI. Keep in mind, I would have gotten like an amazing grade if it wasn't for her doing that. You're nuts, lady. But yeah, now if I go report it, the dean's going to do the exact same thing to me and be like, we don't care. But do I care? I'm still going to report it. If you watch us the whole way through, good for you, because it's just insane.
Girl, well done.
It's been weighing on me the entire summer. Like, this lady is actually nuts. Like, I've never met a more insane person, because she literally, the last day of classes too, she was like smiling at me and like being all nice. And I was like,
psycho.
Like, bro, come on. You know who you are.
Oh my god, people, like, that's why I have issues with authority, okay? That is why. Can you imagine going through, and then the other guy, they didn't care when they complained, you complain more. And you know, when a person doesn't complain, doesn't care if you're complaining or not gonna do anything, you go above. There's always someone above them, like a regional, not a manager, but like a regional thing where you complain to, like a, I don't know what it's called, but like I know what I mean, but I just can't remember what it's called now. You complain to them, because then they send someone out to check the whole like establishment, and then they get freaked out, okay? So you complain and get that all, well, it's not all, but get that out of there. And you know what a good revenge would be? You should come and work as a professor and try to take a job. Because, I mean, girl, if you're that smart that she thought it was AI, then you go for her job. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. I loved this story. Please subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.